Good morning, my fellow Ghanaians and people of the world. My name is Ohyirafour on social media, but I go by Reconsengo here on Facebook. The time is about 12:45 where I am, but in Ghana it's almost 4:45. Many people are probably waking up and getting ready for the day. Today is Thursday, June 25, 2026. If you have noticed, South Africa won against South Korea yesterday. So South Africa, after losing their first match against Mexico 2-0 in the opening match of the World Cup, have ended up qualifying. So humans do not determine the fate of mankind, Anything can happen. Just work hard. Don't look at what society is saying. Keep working hard. Hugo Bruce and the South Africans, congratulations. Your fellow South Africans who are engaged in the xenophobic attacks, that's not good. But you, as the players who are representing your country, you have done no wrong. Kudos, and keep on working hard to make your country proud. As a Ghanaian, I'm actually looking at the Black Stars, and we did a great job a few days ago when we played against England. 0-0 game. Our goalie, Benjamin Asare, has been one of the major people they are talking about for making great saves. But he's part of the team, so that's expected. If you're part of the team, you do what you're supposed to do. Great job. Hopefully he gets a great team after this, a nice contract, and moves out of House of Folk for a better team in Europe and makes a good fortune for himself. Ghana's situation has not really changed. We need to do well against Croatia. Play 0-0, 1-1. Make sure we don't lose against Croatia, because if we lose against Croatia, we are in third position. We are going to qualify with 4 points in third position, but however, we're going to meet a first place team. So our position has not changed. We still have to do well against Croatia on Saturday. Keep enjoying the games. Today, I'm here. I've been thinking about something someone asked me yesterday. My friend who has a 4-year-old child reached out and was like, "Kay, I'm getting embarrassed by my son." I'm like, what happened? What did KJ do? It's like, KJ, somebody asked him to recite 1, 2, 3, 4, and he could not. I'm like, so what? I've talked to KJ. I've told you what KJ is capable of doing. So why are you embarrassed by the fact that somebody who you don't know asked him to recite 1, 2, 3 up to whatever they asked him to do, and he could not do it? Maybe he didn't want to do it. Did you ask him why? Have you talked to him? So let me take a minute to analyze the situation. If you have a child and someone asks your child a question, the child has two things to do: whether to answer or not to answer. Whatever the child chooses to do, the child is entitled to it. He is a child. She is a child. Don't expect your child to be like everybody's child. Don't expect your child to be like your dream person who answers every stupid question someone asks. Any question that does not bring money to the table. What is that going to do for your child? If the person says recite 1 ABCD up to Z, the child says, "I'm not reciting anything." If the child does not recite ABCD up to Z, does the child fail being your child? Does the earth cease to be the earth? Does manna fall from heaven? What changes? What really changes? Nothing. Let's say your child was able to recite it. Does anything change? Nothing. You as a parent, if you get proud because your child was able to recite ABCD up to Z when someone asked the child, or you get embarrassed by that because the child did not answer, what changes to you? What changes? That moment of satisfaction that you as a parent got because your child recited, that moment of embarrassment that you got because your child did not recite, what really changed? Nothing. 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 This is what I would say to parents. Always come to the aid of your children. Do not feel embarrassed by any person expecting your child to perform on a stage or anywhere because they ask the child a question. Come to the aid of your children. Be smart about it. Defend your child. Let your child feel that you have got the child's back. Don't let anybody embarrass your child. Don't let any ignoramus, someone who is ignorant, someone who has no knowledge of child development, child education, embarrass your child because they ask the child to recite something that they, as an adult, know that the child does not know, or the child is yet to recite. Don't let any fucking person embarrass your child. Don't let any ignorant person embarrass your child. These children sometimes are some of the most intelligent people you will ever meet. Yet, it takes a matter of time to prove it. So, these are some tidbits that I've written down for parents who may see or go through some of these experiences. First of all, please know your child. As a parent, know your child. What does the child like to do under certain circumstances? Does the child like to perform on a stage? Is a child shy? Is a child someone who is intelligent when it comes to numbers? Is a child intelligent when it comes to music? Is a child intelligent when it comes to auditory? How does a child learn? Is a child a visual learner? Is a child an auditory learner? Is a child an audiovisual learner? You have to know all of these things about your child. If you don't know, talk to the child's teachers. Let them find out if they can give you some tips that you can give to your child in the child's development. I've worked at Kumon. Kumon is an education platform. It's an after-school program for children. They have math and reading skills for children. Very good program. I loved it when I worked there. I worked for them for more than 10 years. And I've benefited a lot from child development. I saw children who came in who could not even write the numbers. 1, 2, 3, they could not write them. And now they are doing calculus before they get to high school. I've seen child development at the highest level through my work with common students. So when it comes to your child, know your child. Find resources that can help your child develop. Don't let any stupid person, any ignoramus, any ignorant person come and tell you something about your child that it may not be true. Or even if it's true, still give your child room to grow. Because he's a child, or it's a child anyway. Give your child room to grow. Give your child room to grow. The second thing, understand that your child's value is not determined by his ability to perform right there and then when he's asked a question. That is nonsense. That is actually stupid. If you think that your child's value lies in the child's ability to answer a question that was asked by someone you don't know, someone who probably doesn't matter in the child's life anyway, So let's say I take my child to the mall and someone sees my child. He's like, "Ooh, cute boy, how are you today?" I'm like, and the child responds, "I'm fine." He's like, "Ooh, how old are you?" He's like, "I'm 5." And he's like, "Can you recite 1, 2, 3 up to 5?" The child answers nothing or doesn't say anything. When the person asks that, as a parent, should you be embarrassed? Don't fucking be embarrassed. Why are you embarrassed? Don't be embarrassed. Why are you embarrassed? Separate your fucking embarrassment from the child's development, because they are two separate things. They are two separate things. If you cannot separate it from the child's development, you are a selfish being. You don't understand life. Go fuck yourself up. Go fuck yourself up. You don't understand life. Your child's development is separate from your embarrassment or your happiness. Your child's development is separate from your embarrassment or your happiness. At the end of the day, if you want to do anything for your child, do what the child needs so that the child will become a better neighbor, a good citizen, and a great contributor of society, rather than you embarrassed by the child not being able to recite 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D. Those are irrelevant. How about the children who are able to recite? How are the children who are able to recite those things? Are they making any impact in society? They just eat food, sleep, make a mess, and people clean it up. That's what they are doing. That's what children do. They eat, they drink, they shit, and they make mess. And we as adults have to clean it up. That's what they do. That's what we did when we were children. Our parents lived it. We are now living it as parents. So we have to let our children grow. Let them be who they are. Don't force anything on your child because you felt embarrassed. Who are you to feel embarrassed anyway? Let us live. Number 3, don't confuse performance with competence. The fact that you saw a child being able to recite 1, 2, 3 maybe at the age of 2 does not mean that child is smarter than your child who is 4 and does not recite. That is different. There are several forms of intelligence. There is different levels of intelligence. Different levels. If you bring your child to me, I can tell you what the child is capable of doing. What I say. So don't let stupid things. If you are raising a child, make sure the child is happy. That's the first one. The child is joyful. That's the second one. Let the child grow up in an environment where the child feels secured. The child feels like, I can do everything. I can explore. I can be curious about life. I can do everything. And let the child be curious. That is how children develop. Let the child explore. Let the child explore. Don't let a child feel threatened. Don't let a child feel intimidated. When we were growing up in Ghana, we felt intimidated to even ask questions. That's why most children in Ghana, I'm telling you, most children in Ghana, they don't ask questions in school. They don't ask because, they are intimidated. They are intimidated. They are intimidated. Let the child be curious. Let the child be loquacious, someone who speaks up. Loquacious, talking. Let the child be communicative. Let the child speak up about issues. Let the child express how they feel about things. If they do that, it's not a sin. Don't judge the child because the child speaks up. Because the child chose not to speak about something. Don't judge the child. Don't compare. African parents, they like to compare. Don't compare. Sometimes you'll be comparing your children to stupid boys, stupid girls, ignoramusos, ignorant children. I had an experience like that when I was 2008. Somebody compared me with a very stupid boy whose father wanted me to be his son. Someone close to me compared me to a stupid boy whose father was proud to call me an African boy that was close to me. His father was proud of me. But this person that's close to me was comparing me to his ignorant, stupid boy. I'm about to end this live, but I'll talk about 2 more things. Focus on the long term. Focus on the long term. If your child cannot recite 1, 2, 3 or ABCD right now, but in 10 years, the child has become very impactful, very knowledgeable to the point that the child now knows how to do things many 15-year-old people cannot do. Is that the most important? Isn't that more important? Because when you saw that your child had a disability, when you saw that your child could not do some things, you put in the effort to make sure the child is now equipped, has now the capacity to do those things. You are talking, no. You are comparing, you feel embarrassed. What do those things do? Don't do all of those things. The negative part, don't put all those negative energy away. Put positive energy in there. Help the child. Help the child. Help the child. Let the child grow in a non-toxic environment. Let the child grow in a non-toxic environment. Provide the child with great social skills, great learning abilities, things that you can instill in the child that will help the child become a good person in the future. Social skills, problem-solving skills, interpersonal skills, confidence, self-confidence, self-esteem, those things. Much more important than being able to recite 1, 2, 3. At the end of the day, does anybody feed your child for you? No. So who the hell are they to speak about your child that way? Let them go away. Let them go away. Let them go away. May God bless you all. I think this is where I'll end. Take care. Enjoy everything. Enjoy the World Cup. It's been a good competition so far. But the World Cup itself, to me, has not begun. Round of 32 coming up in a couple of days. I think beginning Sunday. That's when we will see the real World Cup. Round of 16, we will start enjoying some very competitive games. So enjoy the World Cup. Have a blessed day. May God bless and be with you all.